welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a very bold makeup tutorial. This is inspired by the Zayn and Taylor Swift song that just came out. It's called I Don't Want to Live Forever, and it's from the soundtrack of the 50 Shades Darker movie that is about to come out now before Valentine's Day. So I just loved the way that Taylor Swift looked in the video, and I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest Taylor Swift fan, but I think she just killed it in that song. She looked amazing in the video. She had like this bold, smoky eye, cool tone smoky eye with a red glitter lip, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to recreate that. So basically that's what I came up with here today. Obviously this is a very bold makeup look, but you can totally rock this smoky eye with a nude lip. I mean, if I was going out, I'll be honest, I'm not going to rock this red glitter lip. But for the video purpose, I thought it was so fun. And maybe I'll even include a nude lip option for this tutorial. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on your way out so we can stay connected and you can catch my next video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, as that always helps out. But otherwise, if you guys want to see how I get this bold Taylor Swift inspired makeup tutorial, just keep on watching. Alright guys, so first off I'm priming my eyes, and today I'm using the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in the shade Eden. So I'm just taking that to my entire eye area and blending that out with my finger. This was actually the first time trying this primer because I wanted one that had color in it. Usually I use the original primer potion. I'll be honest, I like the original one better. This one was like hard to blend out, and it just took me a while. So basically I'm setting that with some translucent powder just to ensure that there's no tackiness before I go in with my eyeshadow. And for this eye look, I'm going in with the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette, and I'm taking the shade called Combust, and it's very like a light, cool-toned tan shade. Basically, I'm just taking this on a Morphe E27 blending brush, and I'm dusting this all into my crease and socket area. This is just going to serve as my transition shade and really just help the rest of my eyeshadows to blend a lot more seamlessly, especially when going in with darker colors. And next I'm going in with this shade called Password. It's like a matte, almost like bluish undertoned gray color, and I'm basically just starting to dust this in my outer corner, and then I take whatever's left over up into the crease, really just starting to build some depth and dimension. So I slowly build up that color, and then I go back in with a fluffy blending brush just to kind of blend out the edges, and I really go back and forth between the two brushes and just keep building that color slowly. You just want to take your time with this or else it can get muddy very easily. So I take that kind of like smaller dense brush and really just pack on the color, and then I blend it out. And then I'm mixing this dark brown shade called Whiskey, and I'm mixing it in with that lighter cool tone shade just so I get more of like a medium toned brown, and I'm starting to dust that into my outer crease and like the outer corner as well, just for a little bit more contrast, I guess. Just really building some dimension. I really like the contrast of the brown and the gray, and it just really gives you a lot of depth. So same thing with this, you just keep building that color, and then you go in and blend out those edges, make sure everything is soft. And next I'm going in with this shade called Dagger. This is more of like a blue toned, almost like a charcoaly gray color, and I'm starting to pack that on my outer corner using a pencil brush. This is actually the pencil brush that comes in the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette, and it's a pretty nice brush. So I pack on that color, and then I go in with a tapered blending brush and just kind of blend that out. Make sure that the edges are nice and soft. And same thing, I just go back and forth. You want to pack on the color and then blend it out. Anytime you're working with darker colors or, smoky colors like this, you just want to take your time when building. That way you don't get a big mess. And then I'm going in with that black shade. It's called Blackheart. It basically is a black shade that has, I think, a couple flecks of shimmer in it. But I'm just using this for some added depth and dimension and just putting a little bit of that on the outer corner. And then I'm taking my glitter glue, this is by Too Faced, and I'm packing this on the inner, like 2/3 of my lid before I go in with the shimmery shade. This is just going to help to lock things in place and make sure that it doesn't transfer. And next I'm going in with the shade called Armor. This is basically like a shimmery gunmetal shade, and it's so beautiful. So I decided to pack this to my entire lid with a flat shader brush, and I feel like this color just really tied the whole look together. I just loved the shimmer. And then I'm also taking this color called High. This is more like an icy silver color, and I'm taking that on the inner corner and starting to drag that onto about like the inner third of my lid on top of that other gunmetal color. This is just going to again give you some more dimension dimension and really just open up the inner part of your eyes. And then of course you want to go back in with a small tapered blending brush and just kind of blend out those edges and make sure everything is seamless and not too harsh. And I just really love the way this look came out. Honestly, I don't ever use cool tone eyeshadows, so this was totally out of my comfort zone, but I thought it was so fun and especially just something different. And then I decided to go in with a black eyeliner. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner in the shade Perversion, basically just a black eyeliner. And I'm taking that to my lash line and basically tight lining as well. And then I'm going to smudge out that liner with that black eyeshadow. I'm using a flat definer brush. I believe this is from Sigma. And basically just packing that black eyeshadow on to the lash line and kind of smudging it out as I go as well. And honestly, watching the Taylor Swift video, it was so hard to see what her eye makeup looked like, but it looked like she just kind of had like a smudged liner on the lash line and then kind of like a silvery gray smoky eye. So I kind of just made it my own, and this is what I went for. I just did wing it out just a little bit. And then now going on to the face, I'm going in with the Urban Decay De-Slick Primer, and I am taking that basically to my T-zone area, especially just because that's where I tend to get more oily. So I took it to half of my face to see if I can actually see a difference, and I feel like it did mattify when comparing it to the other half. But I'll be honest, this primer kind of left like a residue on my face, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. So I have to play with it more before I kind of give you guys my final opinion. But with foundation, I'm going in with the Tint Idol, this is Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Foundation. This is like my all-time favorite foundation. I am like obsessed with this. And then for concealer, I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Again, another obsession. I don't use anything but this. Like after finding this concealer, nothing compares. And I mix two shades together because I can never find my shade because it's always sold out. So basically just mixing those two colors together, also highlighting my face, blending it out with my Beauty Blender, and then setting my under eye concealer with my RCMA New Color Powder. And then for highlight, I'm going in with the Iconic London Liquid Illuminator. This is another of my latest obsessions. Like, this liquid illuminator is so stunning. So basically just pop that onto my cheekbones, popping that to the tip of the nose, bridge of the nose, and then I blend it out with my Beauty Blender. And then I'm going to set my face. I'm using the Makeup Forever HD pressed powder, and I like to use a powder puff and just press that into my skin. I really feel like it helps to kind of minimize my pores by doing that. And then for bronzer, today I'm going in with the NARS Laguna bronzer, and basically just bronzing up the skin, bronzing up the cheekbones, the jaw and chin area. I'll also take it to the hairline, kind of like perimeter of my hairline and the temple area. And I also like to take a little bit underneath the bottom lip just to give it a pouting effect. And then I take a little bit down the sides of the bridge of the nose and then go back in and blend that out with my translucent powder brush. And then I'm going into the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and mixing those two shades together just for a slight contour. And now going back to the eyes, I'm mixing that light transition shade with that like white shade for my brow bone highlight. I didn't want to go in with like a stark white, so I mixed the two colors together to get more of like a cream shade. And then going into the lower lash line, basically I'm using the same colors that I did on the upper part of my lid. I'm first going in with like that light gray shade, and then I go in more of like that blue toned gray, and I'm using that on a pencil brush and just really pushing that into the lash line. And then I like to go back in with more of a fluffy brush and just blend it out. And then I'm also taking that same black liner to my waterline and again going back in with my pencil brush just to really smudge things out, make sure it's nicely blended. And I'm also packing some of that black eyeshadow using the flat definer brush just really close into the lash line and smoking it out some more. And this will really help to ensure that your liner doesn't transfer. It'll kind of just lock it in place. And then I'm taking that same eyeshadow called High, which was like that shimmery shade, to the tear duct. For lashes, I went in with the Flutter Lashes in I Slay. These are like one of my all-time favorites at the moment. I have been like using them non-stop since I got them. Popping on some mascara, and then going back to the face, I'm taking the Anastasia Illuminator in the shade Starlight for my highlight. And it's just a beautiful like I don't even know, like a cool toned highlight. It's like a silvery shade almost. And I just felt like it went so good with this look. And then for blush, I'm going in with Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in the shade Exposed. And this is just like a nice neutral, almost like a little bit of pinky blush. But I feel like this is a very neutral blush that goes with so many looks. So that's what I chose for this look today. And then for lips, I'm going in with the Kylie Cosmetics lip kit in the shade Mary Jo. So I'm first taking the lip liner and filling in the entire lips, and then I go in with the liquid lipstick. And this is just a stunning red shade. It's like so deep and rich. So basically just popping that on. And then for the fun part, I'm going in with the Nubian Nude Gloss. And this is going to be my base for my glitter. So I'm going in with some red glitter. This is actually just from like the craft store. It's like what I had at the moment. So I'm packing that onto my entire lips, and I just thought it was so fun. When I saw Taylor Swift's lips in the video, I was like, oh, I have to do this. So basically this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.